Hey guys, Paul from Ashen Phoenix. It is New Comic Day for the week of December 16th, and we're going to get started right now. Don't worry about my throat. It's not COVID. It's just something weird I had last year that decided, let's make it a double, because it's 2020. Why not?
Yeah!
This episode brought to you by shirts. Haven't bought a shirt yet? You can actually use code LASTMINUTE to get 15% off all orders. I got a new beanie.
Ooh,
It's a really nice beanie. Yeah.
Ooh, beanies are fun. Yay.
So grab one now.
Hey guys, Tim from Caves and Scowls. Go visit me over there. It'd be fun. We talk about things. And the comic book store and just everywhere. I'm everywhere. Except TikTok. I haven't done that yet, Paul.
You will.
He's peer pressuring me.
He downloaded it. It's a thing. It's going to be a thing.
Well, now it's not.
It is now.
That's not how that works.
Yeah, it is.
Anyways, let's talk about trades. Reckless by Brubaker and Phillips. This is going to be a new series of straight to hardcover kind of stories following this character, kind of like a Parker novel or like Doc Savage. It's going to be a series of these hardcovers. I am pumped for this. I ordered this. Cannot wait. It should be great. I'll let you know soon. Die, Volume 3. Paul, you love Die.
It's an amazing series.
He loves Die.
So good.
I'm still playing catch up. I bought Volume 1 and 2. Doctor Strange, Surgeon Supreme, Volume 1. I feel like this came out an eternity ago, but now the trade's just coming out. Tell me if I'm wrong. Or not. Transmetropolitan, Volume 4. You never did this one, did you? I never did it either. It's been on my to-do list for so long. It's Warren Ellis. Spider-Woman, Volume 1. With that costume, I don't know how I feel about it. What do you think about the new costume?
It's okay.
I just like her old costume. I feel like this is making her have an identity like Spider-Man, and it's like she already had her own identity. Yeah, it wasn't the most spidery costume, but I liked it. Let me get off my soapbox. Batman, City of Bane. I only did that to make you laugh. And it did. And finally, we're ending with The Adoption, which I forget. I read the description before. It seems really cool. It's an older man adopting an orphan girl. Probably sad if you want a sad, weepy kind of like, oh, life sucks sometimes, sad story. I bet this is that. I feel confident saying that. What do you think? It looks like a sad, like a happy, but then a sad as well. I don't know. And you could not kill a person with this. I know you're all going to ask me. You can't.
Blunted ends, that's why.
Yeah, it's very, they're rounded.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need a point to do it with this one. It's probably great, though.
All right, first up, we have Black Cat, issue number 1. This is a King in Black tie-in. I don't know if this is one of the King in Black issues that's going to be going out. Basically, the basic story is Black Cat is trying to find a black site for S.H.I.E.L.D. money because there's all over the place. And in the middle of that fight, or in the middle of that heist, the King in Black storyline comes through where the Avengers fail to stop Null. And they have to recoup and basically find a way to steal something very large. I'm not going to spoil it for you if you're not up on King in Black yet. But they're going to steal something huge, and it's kind of an interesting story. It seems like something I actually want to read. It's up to you if you want to. It looks like it's enough of a standalone to do on their own if this is, in fact, its own new series. Otherwise, decent King in Black tie-in.
All right, I liked all my books, Paul. That's a spoiler for you. So we're going to start with Taskmaster, issue 2. If you remember, issue 1 was nearly my pick of the week. This one's still very good. You have Taskmaster on the run. He doesn't realize yet that Black Widow is tracking him. He is with Nick Fury, and it's kind of going back and forth. He is trying to get close to Agent Coulson. It doesn't go so well, so Hyperion shows up. So you have a dude who's like kind of a normal dude until he sees you do stuff, and now he's fighting Superman, essentially. And it is violent. Taskmaster takes one hell of a beating in this one. This one, though, has a cool ending. Really fun. I still like the flow of the story. I like the back and forth. It works, the going back and forth in time. And I am still in. I still like this. I still want to see where it's going. So if you were on the fence, don't be. This book is pretty sweet. It's 5-issue mini, I believe. Check it out.
Next up, we have Post Americana issue number 1. If you read Undiscovered Country, it's a similar vein to this. Basically, the world has ended. We screwed all of that up. And this is a new beginning. The world has been going on, and it's basically the Wild Wild West. Think Book of Eli. Think stuff like that, where cannibals are running rampant, different tribes, different things are going through, and there is a bunker that is America's last refuge. The problem is that bunker was set up for heads of state and people that would go to rebuild after the end of the world, and it was taken over by fat cats and the one percenters who basically enslaved the people and then became their own brand of psychopath, and they want to now basically take back America for them, which is not a great idea. Interesting storyline. It's kind of weird, very bloody. Not a huge fan of the art, but it fits with the style. Almost my pick of the week. If you're looking for an interesting new read, if you like the post-apocalyptic stuff, if you like the weird and crazy, because there's a weird sex machine panel that I'm going to be haunted with for the night. So if you want that, go for it.
Next up, we have Second Coming, Only Begotten Son. I'm familiar with Second Coming. I didn't read any of it, any of the prior stuff. It's basically a Superman-style hero living with Jesus. Yes, that Jesus. And this is the origin story of Sunstar is his name, and it's the Superman origin again. So why is it good? Well, it's a pretty interesting take on Superman's parents, and I loved it. They're just like, hey, the world's gonna end. Nobody listen to me. Oh well. And he's just kind of like not taking anyone's shit anymore, and it's him and his wife before they send him to Earth. The reason they send him to Earth is pretty silly. And while this may not fill in a bunch of gaps in this Second Coming universe per se, it is a parody, and it's a pretty good parody. And I enjoyed it. And the art's solid. So why not check this out? It might make you want to go read Second Coming.
What is my pick of the week? Nothing was just as solid as Once and Future. So this is Once and Future issue number 14. Another story is brewing, basically. So what is happening is King Arthur and his acolytes are bringing in these new stories, and the problem is when you start bringing in all these new stories, other stories that have little bits and pieces of tie-ins start to be pulled into this series, and this is one of those unintended consequences of that thing, and it pulls Rose further into the story, and Grant and they've never wanted her as part of this. She's always been on the side, very protected, and unfortunately now it's a step into the role of one of these storylines. It's just such an amazing story. The art is beautiful. You hear me talk about this almost monthly. Do yourselves a favor, pick up the first 2 trades, and then hop into this. It's so good.
All right, Paul. It's time for my pick of the week. You might know what it is because I dropped it earlier. Sorry.
I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, wow. Do you know what it is, Paul?
I don't. You never tell me.
I never do, but I bet you it has a Peach Momoko cover.
Well, now I know what it is.
Do you?
Yes.
Because like 70 books had a cover by her this week.
Yeah, I know, but you're not going to pick a variant.
That's true. It's Blade Runner 2029. I love the Blade Runner universe. This one is pretty easy to jump into. I'll tell you what I really liked a lot, which I give them a lot of points for, is the part before the story even begins where they kind of tell you what Blade Runner is if you don't know anything. This page right here explains Blade Runner so perfectly, because Blade Runner is a thinky Philip K. Dick kind of thing, and it's like, nah, we can break this down and make it very accessible, so points for that. But your story is following a Blade Runner named Ash. It's her nickname, shortening her name, and she is going after replicants, but she is kind of playing both sides. She isn't so violent. She will occasionally help a replicant escape, and that's kind of where the intrigue comes in. You start with a case that went wrong. It went south for her. And then you fast forward to the future where she is, not quite as good as she used to be. She's definitely got back pain like crazy, and it is starting to affect her work. She's worried they're going to just tell her to not come in. And she wants to help replicants, the good ones, as opposed to the bad ones. And it's a pretty intriguing story. If you enjoy Blade Runner, this is a welcome addition to that universe. And Rutger Hauer is awesome. Everybody go watch Blind Fury. It has nothing to do with this book, but go do it. He's blind. And there's Fury. And he stabs people. Anyways, Blade Runner. It's great. All right, that's it. You made it to the end of the video. Not much to say here, but there is new merch. There's that beanie Paul was talking about, so that's fun if you like us, or at least Paul. You could do that.
TikTok.
It's not happening.
It is.
It's not.
All the leaves are brown.
Not all the leaves are brown.
All the leaves are brown.
No.
All the leaves are brown.
No.
It's going to happen. You're
No.
going to do it.
No.
Yes, you are.
No.
It's a beautiful thing. It's going to be awesome.
No.
It is.
No.
I love it.
I was going to say like a nice thing here, Paul, and your TikTok BS has side railed me. I can't even, Paul.
You can.
I can't.
You can even.
No.
Yes.
No, I'm done.
All the leaves are
no.
brown.
Paul, I'm pretty sure you're the reason I have blood pressure medicine. Anyways, we'll be here next week. We still got videos next week, and Christmas is fast approaching. Get all your holiday stuff done, and we'll see you next week. We'll see you soon. Paul, say goodbye, Paul.
Bye.